From zeros to heroes, the Rangers players didn't turn up on Sunday, but they performed tonight. Thursday nights, Europa nights, they got a 4-0 victory over Fcsb. And now it's time to find out who was the best among them.
Who was it? Let's go. A lot of guys to go. 15, 16, 17. Big bills in there. Aye, Butland. We're going to start with him. You know what?
We're going to start with Jackie Butland.
It's almost a brown down for the get-go. I mean, his arse went almost a disaster of a start to the game. Honestly, I don't really want to think about what would have happened if Rangers went 1-0 down. I'm going to...
You know what? He was only really involved at the beginning, and after that he was a passenger. But the one thing he done, he messed up, so...
I'll back my club, right?
It's a 5 for me.
I think even if they conceded, we still would have won easy. But there is that doubt that makes me think...
Well, you always talk about Rangers and pressure. If they go 1-0 down at Ibrox, the pressure is on.
No, it is on, especially what happened at the weekend. I'll give him a 5 as well. You know what? Because this was a mistake he did. It may seem really harsh, but...
He didn't have much to do though, did he?
No. And if we were giving Schmeichel and, Gordon 6s and things like that...
Who didn't make mistakes, and I feel like it's fair to give the guy who did make a mistake a score lower.
Absolutely right. James Tavernier, everyone's favourite captain.
A lot of times I'll misplace passes tonight for Tavernier, simply not good enough. I used to defend this guy quite a lot, but yeah, I think his time's done. For me, he's just not the player anymore, especially this season. In previous seasons, we've seen him pretty much what has saved Tavernier for his... I know he's lost the old forms to Celtic. He can't beat them, can't go up for it. Captain Taz, shite bag this, shite bag that. There's only won 3 trophies in 9 years at Rangers, all that stuff. But what I think has always saved Tav in the past is the fact that he did score a lot of goals. He did get a lot of assists. I mean, see now, they've dried up.
No, they have.
And we're not even getting good performances now. Used to get good performances for Tav maybe in the lesser games, and it was just the old firms that he didn't show up. But see now, it's like, how many good games has Tav had a good game this season? Probably not.
My bone to pick with James Tavernier is he was ducking the cameras on Sunday, and as soon as we win the day, he's doing a post-match interview. Fuck him. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10.
I'll give him a 5. I just thought he was bang average, Right, John Souttar up next, defensively. Thought he was alright. Thought he'd done his job. Thought he was decent. But at the same time, I think he had that much to do.
I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6. Right, Liam Balogun, I thought he was the better of the two tonight. I thought he looked better than Souttar. And for me, he should be Souttar's partner going forward. I think he's a better defender than Proper. It's just a shame Balogun is, 36 now?
I could have swore he wasn't even in the Europa League squad, but anyway, I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Just for Rangers' sake, I bet they wish Balogun was just 5 years younger.
Yep.
And not approaching, Although you say the end of his career, look, there's no reason... That annoys me, man. I know this is totally off topic, but I heard today on the radio they're talking about Mohamed Salah for Liverpool, and they're saying that even at the age of 32... I don't know if he's 32 or 33, but I think they said 32. Even at the age of 32, he's still a world-class player. And they said that, it was like, they were surprised that at 32, he could still be world-class. And it's like, when did that creep into football that as soon as you get into your 30s, you're all of a sudden now a bad player?
Yeah, I mean, that's to suggest that Ronaldo was shite 8 years ago.
No, I'd say Ronaldo's only kind of dropped off in the last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, Messi and Ronaldo were into their mid-30s, were still the 2 best players in the world, hands down.
Oh, aye.
So I don't know where this has came around that all of a sudden... I mean, look at Ibra. Played into his 40s. I just don't really understand where this is coming from. Balogun, I think, can still have another good couple of years at Rangers.
Absolutely.
As a starting centre-back.
Yeah, why not?
And then maybe after that, he can become a squad player. But I don't think there's... Look at Maldini. I mean, look at Italians. Chiellini at 35, you tell me he was shit?
Oh, aye, of course he wasn't, but...
So, I mean, I don't understand this age thing. Balogun, for me, is better than Proper, therefore he starts. I couldn't care less what age he is. If he's a better defender, then you play him. That's the way I look at it. So, Anyway, I'm giving Balogun a 7. You're giving Balogun a 7. Up next, we've got Hefty. Thought he made some good runs down the left-hand side. And you know what? Last year, it was Ridvan Yilmaz was the flavour of the year. Now it seems to be Hefty. I think Rangers have got pretty good options this left. I know some people don't like Raskin and he's always injured, but I think Rangers are doing pretty well down the left-hand side.
Hold on. Raskin? You mean Yilmaz?
No, did I say Yilmaz? No.
No, you said Raskin.
Alright, I meant Yilmaz.
Right, Jambo Bear, you need to get the names right.
Apologies.
I'll give you FD an 8.
I thought AFD was. I'll give him a 7. I thought he was pretty good.
Right, up next, Raskin.
For me, he should start every game. I think along him and Barron in the middle, that should be the partnership. I mean that's.
Like, I think there's a few players I'd take out. Like, I don't think Tav should start anymore, but I think for the most part, this team should be the team that starts against.
I get Hadji's not in the Europa squad. I'd probably have Hadji in front of Lawrence.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. But you know what? I would maybe play Hadji in a false 9 if you're too scared of playing any of the youngsters up front. Something like that.
Possibly could do that. Anyway,
I don't know anything. Give me something big, Phil. Huh?
Raskin, what are you giving him?
8.
An 8. I'll give Raskin a 7. Right, moving on to Connor Barron. Thought he was great tonight. I think the guy's been great for Rangers all season. He had that one mistake, obviously, against Leon, and it resulted in a goal. Other than that, though, I don't think the guy's done much wrong. I know there's been a couple of bad results in there for Rangers, but I don't really blame him for any of them.
I rate him, but I think he has been overrated, to be honest.
You think so, eh?
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him an 8.
He runs, right, but that should be the bare minimum.
Well, hold on here. You're the same guy that came in and you said that you thought he was shite and you were unhappy that Rangers were going to have to pay maybe $500,000 at a tribunal to Aberdeen.
But Connor Barron being one of Rangers' best players this season doesn't mean much. I think Connor Barron's good, but I think some people are holding him too high.
Alright, fair enough. Tom Lawrence got the opening goal. A bit fortunate, but I tell you what, Tom Lawrence is a guy who I think, based on the start of this season, has saved his Rangers career. And I still think he's had some shiters in there.
Oh, aye.
But he's had some good performances. And for me, at the start of the season, I don't think Rangers fans wanted him anywhere near the team.
No.
And
I
now,
want him gone.
And now they're accepting that, you know what, I mean, he can have good games.
He can sniff in around the first team.
I mean, he can still be pretty poor, don't get me wrong. But I think he's had quite a few good games for Rangers.
I'll give him a 7. He scored a goal, got off injured. I mean, what else is there to say?
Alright, up next we've got Tierney. You know, the guy, it's weird. He's one of those players that might be having a quiet game. He's not offering you much, but then he's got that magic where he can make stuff happen. And I felt that's what he done tonight.
I'll give him a 9.
Overall, I don't think he was great, but he scored 2 great goals. And I think a 9 is...
No, I thought he was great tonight. I feel like everything came through this guy. I think to say that's actually fucking brain dead.
You don't think that's how he normally plays?
It's not. It's how he normally plays. Didn't play like that tonight.
Did I say tonight?
You did, aye.
I don't think I did.
You said tonight he didn't play particularly great, but he had 2 chances and he scored them.
I don't know. I didn't say that. I might have said he didn't. I don't think he did play particularly good tonight.
I'm giving him a 9.
Well, I'll give him an 8 because he got 2 goals, but I don't think he was...
No, it's like he got 2 goals recently against St Johnstone, but if you compare him in that game to this game, it's night and day.
Well, I don't think he's worth a 9. I'll give him an 8, so it's an 8.5.
Alright.
Or 8.6 if the keyboard wants to mess up. Barami, I'll give Barami a 6.
I thought he was quite poor, but he's getting played out of position though. You know what I mean? He's a cam.
If you played Barami and Cam, who do you play on the left?
Yeah, that's above my pay grade. Zach Lovelace.
Hefty play on the left?
He could, yeah.
Yilmaz at left back?
Need to wait for Yilmaz to get back. Right, I'll give him a 6. Up next, Dessos, awful. I'll give a 3. This guy, my patience is running thin.
Aye, it's one thing playing poorly and delivering bad performances, but when you start factoring that in with bad behaviour and shit like that, then, it's a downward spiral.
Yeah, no, it's like we scored to make it 3-0 and he was fucking greeting. I don't get the guy. Anyway, yeah, 3 out of 10.
Yeah, he wasn't even celebrating with his teammates. I'll give him a 4. Thought he was poor. I think he should be dropped for the weekend. Proper, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Igamane could have scored more than one. I'll give
It
him
was a good goal. I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a 7.
He took his goal well.
Diamonde set up Tierney for the third. I'll give him a 6.
Assist, I'll give him a 6 as well. I'm going to give Lovelace and Casemiro 5s each, just for me, not a lot of time, so give him a 5.
Right, Clement. Oh, Clement. Right.
I'm going to give him an 8 because it's a win. It's 4-0 at home. It's a good result. I don't think Rangers had to be fantastic to beat this team, but it's still a big win. It's still a big win in Europe. And I'll give him a 9. The pressure was on Clement actually, and he delivered tonight. He got it right.
I'll give him an 8.
So an 8.5. And that's it, guys. There's the ratings there. I think that's pretty fair. Some players that weren't great, like your Dessers and your Taverniers, and some players that were good. But overall, I think the majority of the Rangers players can hold their heads up high.
No, I agree. Now, if you swap out Tav and put in Sterling to start or something, and you take out Dessers and stick Igimani up front for the St Mirren game, I think most people would be happy with it.
Yep, most people could be happy with that. And you also have Hadji, who's coming back as well from suspension. So be interested to see what Clement does on Sunday. But that's it, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let us know your Rangers ratings down below. Leave them in the comments. We'll read them, we'll check them out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, though, been Fog Football. Thanks for watching, and peace.